Well, we have Cindy Whitney here with us on behalf of Thrive, but you're just not going to recognize her today because she decided to dress up as a witchy poo, and I love it. Thank you for being so festive. It's awesome.
Thank you. Just some things I had in the closet.
Yeah, oh, you know, I love it. I love it. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. And you know, this is the exact epitome of what thriving in the village is all about, right?
Yes.
Participate, get involved, do fun stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of, you know, what you're looking for when you move here.
Go all in. Why not?
You know what? That's right. Because what do you have to lose?
What do you have to lose?
What do you have to lose, right? So, but before we get into some of the things that you guys have been doing and what you will be doing,
yes.
Tell me a little bit about why Thrive was formed.
It was formed, I believe it was about 9 years ago by Scott Marvel. And he had a wonderful habit. He had an iPhone, and I think the iPhone hadn't been out all that long, or he hadn't had one that long, but he went around the village and he would capture someone doing something fun and say, what are you doing, and share it with people. And so they would talk about a fun thing they were doing, and this was thriving to him. He would go and sit on a bench and edit the whole thing, and then he would post it on the website. So he was doing these things all day long, and it was a wonderful way to just capture people, catch them in the act of thriving, and share it with everybody.
Exactly, but it goes beyond that, though, right?
It does.
I mean, it goes beyond just doing something fun. It goes beyond doing something, like you said, kind and nice for people, because I know that was been pretty much the theme for the whole year is being kind.
Yes.
And we've run into a situation now where society isn't that kind right now, and there's a lot of arguing, and it's unfortunate. And we've had situations here in the village that we want to sort of bypass.
I think so too. I mean, plus we were just coming off of COVID, which was, I mean, it was difficult to thrive during COVID. We couldn't, I mean, we were fearful in the beginning. We didn't go out. We didn't do anything. And so we had to find new ways to thrive. And so the Thrive group actually brought in different ways. I brought in Eileen Lenson, who was a psychotherapist, and she had written a book on adversity and how to survive and thrive in adversity. So just we tried to get different ways for people to think differently. But you're right. Now we need to learn how to reframe things. If we're thinking something, reframe it. Don't just say it. Think about how the impact that's going to have on somebody else. Is it going to be hurtful? Is it going to harm your relationship?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different things that we can do. Right now, when you feel anger, don't express it. Don't attack.
Exactly, exactly. Well, Thrive has been busy, and I know that on behalf, with Memorial Care, you guys had a very fun ice cream social. So tell me about what happened there.
It was so cool. No pun intended, but it really was. A number of people signed up, and then a number of more people showed up, and so we had a great group. We had 70-something people. They played something called Human Bingo.
Okay. They
They had these little bingo sheets, and in order to get their ice cream, they had to fill out the bingo chart, and some of them, find somebody who's left-handed or somebody who has the same birth month as you, somebody who sleeps with their socks on, and I said, this is beginning to sound like a strange dating app. What is this? So anyway, they got all into that. They made new friends. They got their ice cream, sat with their new friends, and stayed there. We were closing down the shop, and they were still sitting there talking. So it was a huge success, and so Memorial Care is saying, maybe we'll do something in the colder weather. Maybe soup. No, something more fun. Something more fun.
Well, a food truck or something like that.
Sure,
I mean, there's so many different things you could do, which is a great idea.
Yes.
And I think that is really nice that you've driven home the getting to know your neighbor.
Yes.
Finding something out about them, because again, what do you have to lose?
What do you have to lose? And they made new friends in that moment. They made these new friends. It was really, really exciting to see that.
So we already talked about celebrating acts of kindness, and that's been our continuing message throughout the year.
Yes.
Give me some ideas of sort of, all of you who are on the board, you do lots of different, each one of you have something different to do. Tell me who's part of that.
Well, Paul Ortiz did a wonderful sort of a moving inspirational piece that he posted on, and Mark Rabinowitz does these wonderful messages that go up on the message board,
Okay.
and they are reminding us to be kind, be resilient, be thoughtful to others. Take an opportunity to to do something kind. It doesn't have to be big. I mean, it can be a smile. It can be just chatting somebody up when you pass them on the sidewalk, and it can make their day.
Yep.
And then Beth Parak and Joan Milliman do these. They research these topics and post them in the Globe and in the Village
okay.
Breeze. Yeah, they have some really good articles that are. They're more science-based, saying this will help you, and this has been proven that this will help you if you behave this way to someone else. Right. You benefit, they benefit, and it's just the best.
Yeah, well, that makes a lot of sense. In fact, just the other day I was at the grocery store and I turned to a gentleman who was having some issues getting his cart. So I thought, well, here, just take my cart. Yeah. But he didn't want my cart. He goes, no, I really appreciate the offer. I'm going to get my own cart. And so I'm like, okay. But, it was just a matter of offering it may have made him feel good.
That little exchange, I find that, I think sometimes people are surprised when you have a little conversation with somebody, just a momentary thing, and I know it makes my day to have a little exchange with somebody. I think that's a lot of fun because you can joke around with them, and most of the time.
Yeah, well, most of the time. Now, you guys are looking for people to participate with Thrive. What are you looking for?
Well, we had a slide a moment ago of the group, the slide group, and maybe if the wizards, there they are, the wizards, and can put that back up. And here we are. Who wouldn't want to join this group? We've got
group.
Beth Parak and Paul Ortiz and Mark Rabinowitz, Joan Milliman, Tom Nash, and me. And I mean, we have a lot of fun. I mean, we really have a lot of fun. We have our meetings. We enjoy our time together. We're always trying to think of new things to help our neighbors find a way to enjoy their lives, be hopeful, be thankful, enjoy the beauty around them. Don't find fault with things. I mean, it's easy to do that. Sometimes it's a challenge to find beauty around you when you don't feel well.
Right.
So we're encouraging that. And so if that appeals to anyone, you can contact Beth Parak at drbethparak@gmail.com.
Okay.
And then we have our Thrive website address here.
Okay. Perfect.
thriveinthevillage@yahoo.com.
thriveinthevillage@yahoo.com,
Yes.
which is your email address.
It's our email, thank you.
Your email address. And so if they want more information, they can always send an email there.
Yes.
Perfect.
And we will get it, and we will get back to you.
All right. Excellent. Well, thank you. Happy witching today.
Thank you. That's all, folks.
And I think, oh, there she goes. And I think we're going to see her again maybe a little later today.
I hope so.
Thank you again. I appreciate the information.
Okay, Lisa, thank you very much.
All right. And of course, if you want more information, you can always send an email to the thriveinthevillage@yahoo.com, or you can send an email to drbethparak@gmail.com. We'll be right back.